Hi, I'm Dashton, the Vampire Demon Slayer, and you are history, or this video is about to be. Okay, you are a sun in Aquarius, which means you're so friendly, sweet, and nice, and a humanitarian, and maybe you're egotistical, knows it all, and persistent. I don't know. And disciplined, and the weirdo, and you don't care about humiliation, and your true friend, and all this good stuff. And your sun sign's in the first house, and your first house is actually Capricorn. That's your persona. That's how people perceive you right away. So they think that you're like the serious douchebag who's preppy and all this bullshit because you're Capricorn rising. And you have a beautiful, beautiful face probably because you probably look like a goat, like a unique looking goat. But then you just ruin it with all this preppy, plain, boring clothes. And then, but you know, yeah, Capricorn risings, everyone thinks that you're serious and stuff or something right away. I don't know. Something like that. There's some other things I could say, but I forgot. Oh, yeah, you have Saturn. Basically, Saturn is ruled by Capricorn and Aquarius. And since you have your sun sign in Aquarius, which is your ego, is in your rising sign, which is your first house, which is ruled by Aries. That's the energy. This is how people are going to perceive you right away. And it's your public persona. And it is, like how you react, so like your action, like, so you have both signs in there, Aquarius and Capricorn, because Capricorn's your rising sign. Anyways, get to the point. This means you kind of have Saturn there, which means you have restrictions in your reactions and stuff, and it crumbles you. You have also your Mercury is there too, so, and your Mercury is in Aquarius. Wow, this is insane. So you might talk a lot, obviously. That's good. I'm not even... See, I don't even know how to talk about... Okay, I wonder what else is in your rising sign. Oh, your Saturn is actually in your rising sign, too. You have all a stellium in your rising sign. You have your Mercury and your Sun and your Saturn in your rising sign. And that's your public persona. That's your persona, like, right away. So you're going to have restrictions on that. You don't even know you have a... I think you have a false identity of yourself, maybe, if you're... Saturn's in the first house. Your Saturn's also in Aquarius, which is your life lessons, karma, discipline, and responsibilities. And no one has to go through the troubles like this but you, because of this placement. It can give you the gift of knowing everything and being this friendly Aquarius. Like your dad probably told you not to talk to weirdos and stuff, and your dad probably told you not to. You know, he was probably the egotistical mess, and he probably told you, he was probably pushing and forceful on you, and just a simple-minded asshole. I don't know, and it ruined your ego. Like, you have a crumbled ego now, and so it taught you how to be a better Aquarius, a better person probably, because it taught you to be the humanitarian and a friendly person and the unique person on your own, instead of listening to the opposite of the bad type of the bad side of the abuse of Aquariuses have to go through, the lessons that Aquariuses have to go through, you know what I mean? To know things. Okay. And so you have all this stress on your face, and you and you might have zits on your face through this kind of crap or something. You might have...
I had a lot of cystic acne when I was younger.
Yeah,
I had to take Accutane twice, and now I'm working on scars with laser.
So you're going to have to go through lessons through your face and your persona all through your life. And you'll learn your lesson on how to...
Don't say that.
And no, this is just what this means. And stuff. And Mercury in Aquarius means you think with logic and you tell everybody what you know because you know it. And you might be talking quick because it's in your first house. And that's cool. And your moon sign is your inner being, your mind and your emotions. And this is how your mother treated you. And your moon's in Capricorn. So you kind of, okay, how to learn these lessons of, did you want, oh, and it's also in the 12th house. Okay, and your 12th house is in Capricorn, which means you might have to be your own mother and responsible for your own mom. But then again, your 4th house is also Taurus, and that's the environment your mom gave you. So she didn't really know what to do with you but give you money and food when you needed something. And that's what you think love is, by being paid with money. And she gave you comfort, like you were all the food you wanted and all the money you wanted, and that's how she took care of you. But then again, you had to kind of be her responsibility too. Maybe she was a druggie. Maybe she was a drinker. Maybe she was on drugs. Maybe she was
alcoholic. She drank.
Well, yeah, because the moon is in the 12th house, and the 12th house is ruled psychedelic, drugs, and shit like that, and also rules the soul, and also rules forgiveness and unconditional loving. And so maybe you had to learn forgiveness through her. Like, you would suck up to her and be like, oh, you're my mommy, you know, because duh, you need a mom. Aquariuses are very family friendly, but that people treat them like the outcast. But you were treated like you were a grown up. You're gonna have to grow up, but you have all the money that she gave you. You know what I mean, and all the food and comfort. But she wasn't very affectionate, right? So it's kind of like that. She didn't want to take responsibility for you because she was wanting to drink or something, and you had to take care of her like you had to take care of her like your own father. Be your own father, right? You got to be responsible even for her. And she was probably overly spiritual. Yeah, so these are lessons you learned through your parents. So your Venus is your love and beauty and how you expressed it, and it's also what qualities and others you're looking for. And your Venus is actually in the second house of your possessions and your family and your food and so it means that Venus in Pisces, and your second house is Pisces, so you might have spiritual possessions or something that has to do with your soul. I have no clue. Maybe psychedelic stuff that has to do with being a good person. But you are looking for others and qualities of others that are Piscean, like, sweet, unconditional loving, and forgiving, and just Jesus Christ complex kind of thing. And hippies, even though you don't like hippie stuff, but you treat everyone like they're soulmates. You treat everyone in a relationship like they're your soulmate. You treat everyone like your soulmate. That's what this means. And also, you're looking for people who are already financially secure and stable, and and you're kind of looking for someone that you can share your money with, I guess, and stabilize them, because it's in the second house instead of in the 8th house is other people's money. So you would look for someone you were looking for a sugar daddy if your Saturn was in, if you're Venus. So are you looking for that, or are you looking for someone to be someone's? You are
looking for a sugar daddy.
Oh my god. So the second house and 8th house has to do with other people's bullshit. That's what I thought. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to say that about you because you're an Aquarius, and the Aquarius know better than that. Hello. Plus, your moon is in Capricorn, which means you have to work for everything that you do. You probably got a job first because your mom was a bitch, and you're like, I want to get a job early, right? Or something?
No, I did want to, but my dad didn't want me to work until I was 18, and I didn't know how to do anything for myself, so that's how I got into prostitution.
Oh my god. Wow. Well, that's interesting. Okay, your Pluto is in Scorpio. That's your secret love sex life, or that's your secret sex life, and it's how your death, sex, and transformation. And it's in the 10th house, which is the public persona, so everyone will kind of see your secret sex life and your ruthlessness, because your midheaven is your 10th house, which is ruled by Capricorn, which is your reputation and how you want to advertise yourself in the world. And it's Scorpio, ruthless, sexy, and cult knowledge and stuff. And there's chaos. You're chaotic on the outside in the public, but on the inside at home, you're really stable and all that bullshit, because your 4th house is Taurus. But you also have your Mars is in the 4th house, so you put all your willpower into your financial security, being at your nest at home, and your family or something matters to you. Your Mars is in Gemini, which means you like sex talk and you love talking during sex. You're kind of like good with your lips and kissing, and probably, I guess. Okay, and you might have and plus you like to cuddle more than just having sex, because your Mars is in the 4th house, and indulging with food and bringing your sex life home. That's where you want to have sex. You don't just have sex all in the public, even though that's what everyone's going to see you as, this sexy, ruthless person who has dignity. But at home, that's where you bring everybody to have sex with, I guess. Your privacy of your own home, right? Instead of like, I'm going to go fucking somebody in an alleyway, you just bring them home, I guess. And the way you get mad at people is you you make people stuck in a conversation, like your wit and how you talk, like you keep people in a conversation of argumenting or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you win arguments by speaking, you know. And also, like you might be a naive little child when you get mad too. Like your emotions might fluster up and you become like this weird little child mad. You know what I mean? Because your Mars is also in the 4th house. And you also have fights at home, obviously, with your mom and the money.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Being a little...
Maybe.
Kind of a two-faced brat. Like, if someone doesn't feel the same way that you feel about it, you get mad and you, like, go off on them. Okay.
Because sometimes the way I feel is right.
Okay.
And how they feels wrong.
Okay. Aquarius, too.
It's the truth.
Offensive. Okay, and your Jupiter is actually in Leo, the narcissist. It's in the 12th house, Capricorn, so you might be lucky with being psychic if you wanted to be, you know, because it's in the 12th house. It's your soul. And you can get all the attention you want if you aim at it. Like, you could be an actor if you want to with this placement, because it's Jupiter in Leo. And also the heart, and having parties. Like, you can just throw really good parties. You're probably really good at creative projects. If you just tried at it, gambled with it, you could get that stuff done. Okay? Your Uranus is in Capricorn, your reputation, so... your Neptune's in Capricorn, so everything should be on cameras. And remember, duh, your soul. And,
what did you say about cameras? Cameras what?
everything about your spirituality should be on cameras, duh, and your reputation and all the creative stuff that you want to do. And, you know, because it should be remembered. Okay, your Lilith is in Sagittarius, which is, you're proud of your traveling. Do you even travel or something? And your sexual arrogance is like your conceited fucking prick. And, like, it's in the...
That's true.
11th house, so you just have sex with your friends and you might have multiple orgasms just because you can go outside the lines of the coloring box and do whatever, you know, like you in your North Node is your life purpose. It's in Capricorn. Your purpose was part of learning through, you know, your rising, how is to be responsible and stuff and let go of being this. You don't have to let go of this. You already accomplished being this mothering, nourishing person. Also, you have to mother yourself because your Cryon is in Cancer, so you had to be your own mother. You had to mother, nourish your own emotions and stuff, and be your own mother too. And your Sea Rest is how you heal other people, and it is in Scorpio, your occult knowledge, the way you transform others, and you know, like how you, if you have sex with people, you heal them through your sex life. Isn't that hilarious?
Wow.
So you manipulate them, you manipulate the fuck out of them to have sex with them, and you transform them with sex. And
I what with sex? What was the last thing?
you can transform others and heal them through sex. You manipulate the fuck out of them.
Wow.
And seduce them, and like you show other people how to do it all on your own, that you can do it all on your own. You don't need any friends. You just are your own accomplished reputation. You know what I mean? And if you wanted to do something really cool and you are really good at it, people have to push you into doing it, or you won't do it, and they'll all miss out on how good you were in the 10th house, which is the public side. So, you know, if you want to do something like an career, you have to be told to be doing it, because that's what 10th house Scorpios are like. Your 11th house is Sagittarius, so you're a goofy-ass, glummy-ass, retard, playing pranks or something in social media and with your friends, and you want to travel. You love okay, you love foreigners with your friends, and also you have sex with your friends because your Lilith is there, and you have fights with your friends, and yeah. Your 3rd house is Aries, so you might be a little bit aggressive when you talk to, and if you write stories, you're simple-minded about it, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember how to explain this. When you wake up, you could be like a warrior, and when you go to bed, you act like a beautiful little fake, balanced baby, you know what I mean? Because your 9th house is is the philosophy. So you want everything to be decent is your philosophy, and everything to be like, 2 for T, T for T, me and you, marriage. Like you think about marriage probably before you go to bed or something.
Yeah.
And because your ninth house is your philosophy and your higher learning, and it's also the way when you go to bed dreaming. And then you wake up, third house, Aries. Like, I'm a warrior right now. I'm going to get this bitch. Kick this bitch's ass, right? You wake up mad with a quick temper. Okay, and thank you ever so kindly. And that was it. I'm calling the cops. You're going to jail. Toodles.
Thank you. I love you. God bless you.
I love you too.
Take care, everyone.
All right.
Take care, baby.
Toodles.